It's really important to think about every young person's health and wellbeing when they're participating in local youth reference group activities. Make sure that there's adequate clinical support available and that every member completes a wellbeing plan. It's important that young people are encouraged to practice self-care and that they know that they can step up or step back from activities at any time.
So I think self-care is especially important because I've always believed that you can only give from yourself if you are able to be in a good place yourself, especially when it comes to intense topics, especially when it comes to mental health and alcohol and drug abuse as well. It's the same thing. So being able to take care of yourself means that the input that you're having is allowing other people to sort of flourish as well, without putting yourself at risk. So I think, yeah, in that case, it's very important to take care of yourself.
So I absolutely love self-care. I will be anyone's biggest advocate for it. So my self-care looks like hanging out in nature a lot and checking in with my clinical team and with my support network. So yeah, my support network looks like having someone at the Headspace Centre to talk to, and a lot of the time I found that my engagement officer is someone that's really good just to check in with, and if I'm having a rough time then I can just be like, hey, I'm having a rough time. I might be a bit flaky with meetings or replying to emails, and it's just about keeping like the important people in my life up to date with how I'm going. But I also really like just watching movies and hanging out with good friends and doing some things on my own just to relax and hang out.
So the way that I would practice self-care is that usually after the meetings I go home and I have maybe an hour or two where I kind of reflect on the kind of stuff that we've spoken about. Now, usually this isn't too bad because it's usually like the organizing side or the internal processes and stuff. At the same time, if we've had sort of intense conversations around, for example, how to target certain people and things like that, that relates specifically to me, I try and sort of be aware of those conversations and how it's affected me, whether that means writing down how I feel, whether that means sort of having a little bit of self-care time. Like I've been singing for a couple of years now, so that's like my release, you know. So I'll just go home and like sing at the wall for a bit, like that kind of thing. I think more than anything, as long as you're aware of the conversations that you're having and how, like, what effect it's having on you, then yeah, you can kind of work through everything else.